Well, folks, guess what I got for Christmas? Yeah, that's what I got myself, put it that way. It's made by a company called Power Horse. So don't say Powerhouse, Power Horse. Took down some trees. I got an ash tree there. A bunch of it sitting over there. Some of my spruce trees died off. And this stuff is a stringy, almost like willow to me. Real tough to split by hand. And I worked on it last November, early December, excuse me, and just kind of gave up. My friend who wants this wants boiler wood. So this is what he's getting. And he's going to get the ash too, at least most of it. But I didn't know if my old tractor here, since I put the hydraulics on it, could handle something like this. I did a little research, and people were saying, oh, the hydraulics will overheat and it's bad for it and yada yada. Other than a little bit of a leak right there, I haven't had any leaks or problems with this. But kept an eye on the pump and on the cylinder, kept filling the cylinder. Cylinder never got hot. Feeling the pump on the side of the tractor, it never got hot. Things slow, but for me, I'm in no doggone big hurry. I mean, I can put my hand on there, not even any warmth to it. I do have to tie the hydraulic here. You have to tie it one way or the other, depending on which hose you got hooked to the power outlet, I guess. But you lash that on one way or the other so your lever works the right direction. If I had them backwards, I'd have to tie it back this way. But that was no big deal. And also, having this pulled open like that doesn't hurt anything, because that valve back there, when it's in neutral, oil just circulates. The fluid just circulates through the hoses back the way it normally would. So it, not putting any stress on the hoses, unnecessarily or anything like that. I also have been coming around and pulling out my dipstick here for my hydraulic fluid and touching that, and the fluid never even got hot, which surprised me. Fluid warms up and it flows easier at times. Wintertime, usually this thick stuff I use for hydraulic fluid and transmission fluid tends to take a long time to kind of warm up, so the hydraulics work reasonably well. But this thing's impressed me. I'm going to do a lot of ash, splitting it too. And this old stringy stuff, I had to kind of, even the big pieces, go through the bottom and flip it over and then go back through the top to get the part cleanly. And I used my old axe here with the bad handle, and the head's not the greatest on it, but I'd rather use that in case I accidentally struck this or something like that, and not ruin my good one. As long as I'm careful the head doesn't fly off when I go to swing it, and I don't, if you notice, I was barely tapping stuff. But this worked out pretty good. I was pretty impressed. Normally they want your tractor to have an 8 gallon a minute flow rate, and I'm sure mine doesn't. Probably no way close to that, but I'm guessing it's probably half that, 4, maybe not that much. But if you really hold the handle, I mean, it moves fairly decent. I worked with other people who have log splitters, and they don't go any faster. I'm honest, just being honest about that. Now, how this will do on really hard wood like ash, I don't know. This wood's, some of it was about a third of the way seasoned. You can see the gray on it there. The tree had been dead for a while. And like I said, it went right through it. In fact, some of it just wasn't even splitting. It was more like it was just knifing its way through there and cutting it. But it had plenty of power. The tractor was just slightly above idle. I could have revved it up and maybe it'd go even faster. I don't know. I don't like to work the tractor that hard sitting still. That's kind of foolish in my book. This thing was working just fine for the speed that I go, because really if I had tripped it and sent it back, usually by the time I came back with the next round to put on there, it was back far enough. And that's, you know, it was just this close. So to me, that's about the right speed. I don't like to overdo it anyhow, and I don't like to overwork the machinery harder than I have to. But got this off the internet, like I say, for holidays. Probably a birthday present, Christmas, both. You know, happy birthday, Merry Christmas. So it's pretty nice. I mean, this beam, it slides on. I need to get some more grease on it. It wore it all off. And it has some grippers to hold on to this end so they don't flip up. Nice big solid wedge. Great big cylinder. And gosh, I believe this is a 22 ton or 27 ton splitter. I forget now. I've had it since before Christmas, and I just finally got it all put together and got the hoses. Hoses were expensive, but it is what it is, you know. If you want to run it and run right, you better put some money into it and do it right. It does swivel up. You can lock it up so you can back up to a round that's too big to pick up, and you know, split it with vertical instead of horizontal. I'm pretty pleased. It's the first time I've used it, and I don't know how big that would be if I was all stacked. You know, I don't know. It's better than a rick, probably a rick and a half, which is a face cord and a half. Some people call them face cords, I call them ricks. Pieces aren't super small. Like I said, it's for boiler, and he'll use this next winter. But he takes all the free wood he can get if it's not inconvenient for him, and I'd rather give it to him, split, than just throw it in a pile and burn it, because it wouldn't even burn very good right now. Still damp. But the tractor's about out of gas, and I'm about out of gas too, so I'm going to call this video a wrap. Hope everyone's having a good winter so far. We've had some major snowstorms. I've had the tractor out several times. Didn't put the chains on it because I plan on driving around in the yard here doing this stuff. But even without the chains on, it did really good with the grader blade, you know, pushing snow. I'm thankful for that thing when it comes to snow. Geez, that used to be a lot of work for me, getting the driveway and stuff opened up, and now I got this, and she's a good old girl. Glad I got her. But again, this is Power Horse. I got this off Northern Tool. Like I say, about it was last fall I ordered it, and they had it in stock. I don't think they back ordered it or anything. At least I don't remember that. But I'll let you guys go. I'm gonna go back in the house. It's cold out here. It's about 30 degrees. The sun's shining, but that's a little deceptive. It's pretty cold and windy. I hope everyone's having a good winter. Everyone take care. Bye.